Fatality. When you get to hell, tell him Duke sent you. When you get to hell, tell him Duke sent you. When you get to hell, tell him Duke sent you. Duke wins. Fatality. When you get to hell, tell him Duke sent you. Duke wins. Fatality. When you get to hell, tell him Duke sent you.
you wanna dance? Moving, grooving, slip and slide. Come on, baby, don't you ride. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, baby, 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 baby.
To sit down calmly, take a stress pill and think things over.
There we go. Yep. Always got to be something, right? Thank you, Paul Johnston. Yeah, now I roll. Well, that's the end of the show, guys, because I said everything I had to say. Just kidding. Um, Go back and start over again. Uh, as many of you know, kind of been in and out of the chats. Uh, I did get hit. I'm sick. I'm dying. I feel like I'm dying. Uh, my best friend NyQuil's got me through the weekend so far. Um, so yeah, what's up, Bunny? How you doing, Daniel? Origin One, what's up, my friend? Paul Johnston. Destruction by Design, what's up? How you doing? All right. Like I was saying, I'll see send some invites out. Anybody have anything to talk about? I wasn't planning on anything really. I just kind of wanted to jump on and just be known. I've been listening to a few streams and hearing rants and stuff. I kind of wanted to talk about that, but kind of wanted to see if the build was around and wanted to jump on before I started talking about his last live stream post that I saw at least. And it's nothing bad. I just don't think he realizes what myself. I've only been here for just a bit under a year, and what I felt like I've done for the community compared to what Jaredism and all those guys, Dreads and Bro Sanchez, what they've done with to inform people and get stuff rolling. I think his rant was kind of uh unknowledgeable of what's really been going on before he got here. Um, I did notice the build kind of jumped into everything, kind of like I did, where you're on live streams, you may be on a couple panels, um, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people hang on. A lot of people have talked about or said stuff like the back chat. Um, it is the best description of what a back chat is another YouTube online. Um, Far more goes on back there than than during most live streams. It's amazing. But that's kind of a place where a lot of the content creators and people who build generally build on every live stream. Um, that's where we build those bonds, those insights on where people think and how they how, you know how their idea of what's going on works. Uh, and honestly, it's a really good way of like weeding out the nutters. And when I say the nutters, guys that are there for no good reason, uh, don't really help the builds, and those are most of the people that like disappear. That no one ever talks about them. But I noticed the builds. He was the same way I did, where we're here in the YouTube community. We're in chats, we're on live streams, we're been here for a while. But then you jump into these back chats, not realizing how integral and how much different type of conversations are actually going on, and and uh, and I think he saw the back chat being such a fast paced conversation because trust me, it about 20 conversations going every which way between every content creator and blah blah blah. Who's who wants to be who's who of flat Earth is back there trying to make their self known. Um, but at the same time, it's kind of a place where people who are always live get to unwind and not have to you know constantly be on a this is why I'm talking to people type point because it's it sometimes it's hard to go on and have a full hour or two of content to show everybody. But to do it all the time like everyone else does, Bro Sanchez, he does. He'll do a 6 hour and have information nonstop, and that's to me, I can't do that yet. I don't know how to do that yet. Dreads, he goes on 4 or 5 hours and has content to talk about, and I'm not there yet. But the back chat is also one of the places where we learn to do more. Hey, try this out. Um, yeah, I saw your last podcast. If you do this a little bit better, this or that, uh, it may make your visuals better. So stuff like that. I mean, the back chat it's a special place of its own. But what that mistake? Yeah. So basically, my computer just shut down. Everything went off. Back about Jesus, that sucked. And boxes there anymore? Here, give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out everything. Okay, here we go. Right, chats, everything's good. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so like I said, computer kind of just went shit on me. Out of nowhere. I'm gonna try to see if I can get another hangout. Try to use the hangouts, which is kind of feels pointless, but try it away. Happy. Problem is Hangouts only works for mine on Chrome. I'm not using it there. That. Let's see if I can get this to finally work. Let's turn it on. I see that. What's up with Gray? I'll blink it. That will. See if that'll make it work. Guess not. I guess I'm just gonna use Zoom again. See where I am. Okay. So, like I was saying, you know, now I'm not like picking him out off, picking a fight, nothing like that, because realistically, there's nothing to really fight about. I just think he has a I don't think he has a clear view of what Bro Sanchez and Dreads and all these other, the content creators actually put into what they're doing. And to sit there and say that all he hears is debating and arguing, well, it takes that to get to the truth sometimes. And I just don't think he's I don't know how to put it. I don't think he's been around it long enough to be doubting what certain content creators have actually done. And I don't say that with ill will at all. I'm just saying it's definitely just it definitely wasn't something that he should have been saying without pure knowledge of what he's saying. Because it's easy to go online and just be live. That's the easy part. But to teach and try to get information that other people aren't able to get out um, everywhere, that takes a lot, and it's not easy. So I just think when he asked the question, basically he asked the question of where what's going on, why is no one doing things? Kind of got to say, hey, it's there. What's up, Paul Johnson? I am looking at the chat. I'm definitely looking. How you doing, sir? I am looking at my live chat. I promise. Um, but yeah, so I sent some invites out and see where it goes. See if I can get the build on here. Not really sure which one it is. See if I can get this stuff working as well. Wait. Yeah, but it was just a kind of a what's up, Flat Earth Accord? What do I want to know? I want to know the truth, everything. Kind of a blanket question there, Paul. Like I said, open panel. I mean, anybody. It doesn't have to be just the people I send invites out to. If you want to come in and chat it up a little bit, I'll put the link out there. No problem. Sure it works. Yeah, but I just felt that the things he was saying, just not from a bad place. I didn't take it from a bad place, but he definitely, keeping it as real as I can. Just he hasn't been around long enough to ask those questions. Um, de- when it comes to debates, whether everyone wants to realize it or not, and the realization is you gotta look at it this way: if Bro Sanchez and Dreads and and Masterpiece weren't out there debating for everything we believe and know, who would do it then? Um, the best way to learn is by hearing the facts from both sides. What's up, Flat Earth Court? No topic. I just earlier today I came across the build's live stream. He had already live streamed and ended it, so I was listening to it, and he was just, he was emotional about not emotional, but he was definitely building on the fact that he doesn't think enough is being done on flat Earth that can be done. Where he's talking to public and getting facts out rather than all this debating and everything. Um, and like I was saying, these are those are the ones that are making it possible to build for you to be able to live stream whatever you want. You know what I mean? So to question why isn't it progressing enough is kind of a slap in the face to the ones that before me, before Dreads, before Bro Sanchez, everyone that's been getting all these flat Earth facts out have been doing. And no one ever thought it would be a 1 day thing. Um, no one ever assumed uh, getting everyone to understand why we know it's flat and why we know government's corrupt and all that stuff. It's not easy. First of all, you got to convince people who are so set in their ways that you're asking them to become different people the way they think. Um, so to ask why the flat Earth movement hasn't progressed more, If you had any idea where it was a year ago, you'd be surprised. If you had any idea where it was 3 years ago, you'd be even more surprised. I think, if anything, this movement, this for truth, is bigger than it's ever been. I think this is the first time that a generation of people, now I'm not even talking younger generations, my generation. I came from a generation when I was a teenager, was when like AOL came out, when the first dial-up was coming out. And what happened was, all of a sudden, my generation, everything that was going on in the world was at our fingertips. That was the first time it ever happened. Then there's been at least one generation. So because I have a child, so one between me and my son. My son only knows the internet. Anything he wants to know is at his fingertips. Now we have that ability too. We didn't get it at the very beginning, but now we have it. So now, yeah, the truth movement. We're not, at the final step. Of course not. But now we know what they're doing. Now we know exactly what all these lies and NASA and the government and all this stuff. Now we see all the lies. Now we can pass those lies on to everyone else so they can understand why we feel the way we do. But to think that flat Earth has gone nowhere is ridiculous. I mean, what was it? For me, from my researching of it, I've only found stuff on YouTube maybe 4 years, 5 years ago. And I know most of those people, they've been doing this kind of stuff for 10 years, you know what I mean? It's like a long time. So for me being here a year compared to, Dreads, he's been here a little bit over a year. So I mean, and everything he's done compared to, with everyone else, and to think that flat Earth hasn't gone anywhere to me is just ridiculous. And to hear another flat earther saying that, it's either two things. Either one, they're causing drama, and I repeat, I don't think the Build was causing drama by saying that at all. I just feel that because he went from just a listener to finding out that what a back chat is like, kind of got caught up in the fast pace of a back chat and assumed that more stuff was going on back there than it really was. But the realization is like I said, debates, these shows where Brother Sanchez and Dreads are putting in all this truth and information. That's how you progress. That's exactly how it happens. If no one were willing to debate it, you're not willing to push people who don't think anything like you to at least open their eyes and kind of see where we're coming from. It takes debates to do that stuff. So like this whole no debates, no one disagree, flat Earth, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And luckily, there are people like Bro Sanchez, Dreads, Masterpiece, all these guys that are willing to fucking just go in the lion's den for all of us, and thank them, because without them, we honestly, I don't think we'd still be here trying to tell so much of the truth. I think for the most part, we would just be pushed away. But because, like I said, there are those people out there that will push for us, it makes everyone else push a little harder. It's the reason why I push so hard. It's the reason why when I get sniped or I get porn bombed, I make another channel and I just go harder. It's the same reason why when I do all my research, I go super deep into that research because I want to know the real facts. The fact that I don't think the same way everybody else does also has to keep me on my toes. So yeah, I love debating. I love having these discussions, and the people who don't, and I get it 100%. I know a lot. For the most part, I know there are more people that have been here 10 times longer than I have, and have done it so much they're over it. I get that. Kudos to them. They have every right to be over debating. They put their time in. I get that, but until everyone is open to like actually listening, not even saying that everything we believe or we think we know is how it is, period. We're trying to tell a lot of truth that you guys aren't hearing, aren't knowing about, and for some odd reason not willing to even think it's possible. Like, no, it's not possible. They would never. ever, risk human lives with planes. No, no, they would never do that. Why would the government ever? Oh, okay. Well, then you find out, Operation Northwoods, and then they look at you like, well, I don't know why. Okay, well, that's proof enough. You need to look. It shouldn't take years of this shit. It shouldn't take 1,000 false flags, hoax, and all this bullshit for people to start opening their eyes. People call me, talk shit because I'm a flat earther. I'm a flat earther, yeah. So, but trust me, we have a lot more to laugh at your dumbasses who think everything is so perfect that you don't have to think about, you know, weather weather modificating and the chemicals they're putting in shit, GMO. Like you act like everything's perfect, and that's exactly how they're able to do that shit by dumbasses who think they would never hurt us, and just realize, no, they're more than willing to hurt us. They don't give a shit at all. They nope. And then you think, well, I've heard that people say to me, well, they live in the same towns as we, and they have families. Okay, it's the money. They don't care. Fuck, they don't give a shit. And if their kids get sick, oh the fuck, well, they have 5 or 6 of them, so they don't mind at all. It's all about the money. Flatscore said it's all about this. Plato's Cave. I've never heard of that. That is. What is this one, Accord?
Extent our nature is enlightened or unenlightened.
Will I get in trouble for playing this?
Envision human figures living in an underground cave with a long entrance across.
I think we'll be able to play it. Let me see if I can share it real quick. Mind you, because I haven't heard very much of it, and I didn't pre-screen this Accord. There's a chance I may just all up and disagree with it. We'll see though. Willing to give it a chance.
The whole width of the cave. Here they have been from their childhood and have their legs and necks chained so that they cannot move and can only see before them, being prevented by the chains from turning their heads around. Above and behind them, a fire is blazing at a distance. They see only their own shadows, which the fire throws on the opposite wall of the cave. For how could they see anything but the shadows if they were never allowed to move their heads? Between the fire and the prisoners, there is a raised way and a low wall built along the way like the screen which puppet players have in front of them, over which they show the puppets. Do you see men passing along the wall, carrying all sorts of articles which they hold projected above the wall? Statues of men and animals made of wood and stone and various materials?
The hell has happened? Can you guys hear me? I don't know what just happened. Okay. What was that? I was confused from the start. Not to mention, like I told most of you guys earlier, I'm still dying. My best friend Nyquil and I are just cuddled up, telling stories and just reminiscing into dreamland. It's wonderful. But today was like, right now is like the longest I've been up all weekend. So I was like, fuck it, let's go on live. Yeah, I still have that hangout. See if that will work again. Who else is there? Legendary was talking the other day. And we'll see what happens, see if they join in or not. Oh, okay. I can find that again.
Let me show in a parable to what extent our nature is enlightened or unenlightened. Envision human figures living in a...
Why do I keep doing that? I keep almost wiping out the whole stream. I don't know why I keep doing it. Hang on 1 second. Alright, here we go. Now I can go to... Where's that link at? What's up, I Spy? Candy in the building. We'll try to find that link chord so I can play it again. See, did it again. I've done this 1,000 times. I got to figure out how to do it again. There you go. I'll be able to fix this problem. Okay, here we go. There it is. This time I will not do it the wrong way. There we go. I did it all by myself. Wow. I don't think it's the same thing when you... We'll figure it out. Hang on.
Let me show in a parable to what extent our nature is enlightened or unenlightened. Envision human figures living in an underground cave with a long entrance across the whole width of the cave. Here they have been from their childhood and have their legs and necks chained so that they cannot move and can only see before them, being prevented by the chains from turning their heads around. Above and behind them, a fire is blazing at a distance. They see only their own shadows, which the fire throws on the opposite wall of the cave. For how could they see anything but the shadows if they were never allowed to move their heads? Between the fire and the prisoners, there is a raised way and a low wall built along the way like the screen which puppet players have in front of them, over which they show the puppets. Do you see men passing along the wall, carrying all sorts of articles which they hold projected above the wall? Statues of men and animals made of wood and stone and various materials? Of the objects which are being carried in like manner, they would only see the shadows. And if they were able to converse with one another, would they not suppose that they were naming what was actually before them? And suppose further that there was an echo which came from the wall. Would they not be sure to think, when one of the passers-by spoke, that the voice came from the passing shadows? To them, the truth would be literally nothing but the shadows of the images. And now look again and see what will naturally follow if one of the prisoners is released. At first, when he is liberated and compelled suddenly to stand up and turn his head round and look towards the light, all this would hurt him, and he would be much too dazzled to see distinctly those things whose shadows he had seen before. And then conceive someone saying to him that what he saw before was an illusion. But that now, when he's approaching nearer to reality and his eyes turn toward more real existence, he has a clearer vision. What will be his reply? And you may further imagine that his instructor is pointing to the objects as they pass and requiring him to name them. Will he not be perplexed? Will he not think that the shadows which he formerly saw are truer than the objects which are now shown to him? And suppose once more that he is reluctantly dragged up a steep and rugged ascent and held fast until he is forced into the presence of the sun himself. When he approaches the light, his eyes will be dazzled, and he will not be able to see anything at all of what are now called realities. He will require to grow accustomed to the sight of the upper world. And first he will see the shadows best. Next, the reflections of objects in the water, and then the objects themselves. Then he will gaze upon the stars and the spangled heavens and the light of the moon. He will see the sky and the stars by night. Last of all, he will be able to see the sun, and not mere reflections of it in the water, but he will see the sun in its own proper place and not in another. And he will contemplate the sun as it is. Imagine, once more, such a one coming suddenly out of the sun to be replaced in his old situation. Would he not be certain to have his eyes full of darkness? And if there were a contest of measuring the shadows, and he had to compete with the prisoners who had never moved out of the den, while his sight was still weak and before his eyes had become steady, wouldn't they all laugh at him and say he had spoiled his eyesight by going up there, and that it was better not to even think of ascending? And if anyone tried to release another and lead him up to the light, let them only catch the offender, and they would put him to death.
I don't know where you find these things. I got nothing from it. I don't understand what they were saying. I had a video I wanted to play. Gonna play the builds. You guys gonna have an idea what I was saying, what I was talking about. That one. It's just so you guys can have
Just
an idea.
like times out of 10, bro. Facts, man. Yo, I see you. I fucking feel you, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I felt stupid as hell doing that shit, man. And I understand what Bro Sanchez is doing. You know what I'm saying? Right? He's trying to, this nigga's dumb as hell. So it's just easy for him. You know what I'm saying? 25. Hold up. 25. I'm over here, 259 there. The Ave. That was it. Feel me? Like, I'm gonna be real with you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be real with you, yo. Like, I don't know what happened yesterday, but I know I got a bunch of shout outs over what I was trying to say. And basically, what I was trying to say to Black Jesus was he was sitting there trying to talk about DNA as a proof that there's a creator, but at the same time, he's going into all these fucking books, bro. Like, nigga, choose one. Is the books gonna tell you about a fucking creator, or is DNA gonna tell you about a creator? You can't choose both, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm just like so fucking confused, man. I don't know if people want the truth or not, man. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I really fucking don't. But I'm telling you right now, I lost my patience. I'm fed up. You know what I'm saying? And as long as I'm on this channel, man, I don't even know if I'm gonna if I do open the panel, it's gonna be like-minded individuals only. You know what I'm saying? Who's trying to spit that truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about debating nobody. It's like, it's crazy. You feel me? But having a discussion with somebody who's actually trying to take in information and learn, you feel me? That's a whole nother aspect. You know what I'm saying? A whole nother aspect.
That's what I was saying. I'm not saying anything he's saying is bad or even wrong, but you gotta remember that Bro Sanchez, Dreads, all these people that do debate are the reason why we're still here. They're the reason why what we're saying is so relevant still. Gotta remember that. You know it's true. You know the facts. But the people that don't, they still need to hear it, and those are where the debates come in. Kind of hard to say that we don't know what we're talking about when we win debates because they can't, refute our facts. So we need debates. We need those. Those are the whole hallmark of us pushing.
Aspect, doggy. A whole nother one. Because if I don't know anything, right, and I'm coming to a conversation to learn something, then I'm gonna ask questions and I'm gonna shut up. When I ask a question or if I make a statement and someone's responding to me, and then and someone's responding to me, I'm gonna listen if I'm really there to learn. You feel me? But I'm not gonna ask a question and then when someone responds, cut them off and shit and revert their fucking whatever they're trying to say to something else.
Okay, here's a problem with that. And I have a perfect example. And as a matter of fact, it may be what we talk about today. Um, oh, 100%. He keeps it real. I like the young brother. I love him, dude. He's family. I'm not. This is not to say he did anything wrong. I'm just trying. What I felt was happening is that because he's still young and he's new on the scene. Let's keep it real. He's new on the scene, and I think uh he wants uh he wants to see progression, and I don't think he realizes how much how much has already been going on already. Yeah, exactly, Mo. That's what I'm saying. The debates are where the information gets out. That's where the Bro Sanchez's research, Dred's research. That's where all these people's research compiles up, and they let it all go. This is, and you got to realize anybody, myself, all the other people that debate flat Earth with these globers, we're not just doing it for ourselves. It's for everybody. You know what I mean? It's taking the pressure off everyone else to do their research. Um, I don't think there's one person that debates that uses only his own research. It takes everyone's research to do that kind of stuff. Excuse me, guys. I'm still feel dead in the water.
To try to like masquerade, throwing this fucking masquerade that you know what I mean, like that you're just here to spit truth and learn truth, but then at the same time you're just fucking just putting blockades on the shit the whole time. Yo, it's just boring, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't got no fucking patience for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I remember when brother David and Uber was talking about the Bible, try to talk about the Bible or debate about the Bible and shit. Nigga, I didn't even fucking. You can go back and look. Hopefully, it wasn't one of the episodes where bitch ass Danny struck the channel, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to delete 2 videos. I'm not sure exactly which episode it was, but I remember that they was going in, and I was like, you know what? Nope, stop. We're not doing this. We're gonna go straight to the facts and only deal with the facts. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna deal with, you know, what this person is saying. Listen to him for a whole fucking hour long and waste all this goddamn time so that this person could just be proved wrong. You know what I'm saying? Why do that when they're going to Google anyway? They're going to do all this shit anyway. So just go right there, boom, shut it down, and just get to this fucking truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And here's this other part. Now, like I said, I'm not saying a bash, saying nothing of the sort, because I felt like this for a long time as well. What I'm saying is basically the build. He's coming from a great place. I get it, but it's not doesn't work that way. You know, if it worked that way, I mean, everyone would be singing "Kumbaya." But here's the thing: myself, I disagree with a lot of things that are basic flat Earth knowledge. Um, I don't believe there's a dome. My version of the dome is completely different from a lot of people that I have conversations with every day, which are discussions. But then again, that's just us flopping our ideas around and seeing what we can come up with further research and whatnot. But like I said, debates are where um, us as content creators, you as researchers, get all your information out. That's where you get to say, haha, fuck you guys. This is exactly why we know it's flat. So I think everyone's got to respect the debates. You may not want to hear them. You may not want to be involved in them. That's fine. But just realize that um, all those guys I debate, they're the ones pushing through for everybody. They're the ones I, I say push the hardest for flat Earth. Um, Sometimes you don't hear them very often. Sometimes they're only hearing them in debates or they're getting ready for another one. But that's what we got. That's those are our leaders of flat Earth. We don't have real leaders on flat Earth. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they the top they're the top ones, but I'm saying if any flat earther is willing to debate, um, it's it's for all the flat earthers. It's not just for themselves. So you got to respect that, regardless. And like I said, I'm not saying at all that what Bill said today was wrong, because what he said I feel and felt for a very long time. There are live streams where you kind of get super repetitive with what's going on, and you don't really want to deal with it day in day out, and you kind of stop watching so much. But at the same time, you still gotta give the respect to the guys that do that. What's up, Ann? What's up, Food Logic? Let me give you one of those wrenches, man. It's been that long. Oh shit, Madon. Hey, Madon, we gotta do this hangout, man. Because I feel like I got the flu. I'm dying. But one good thing I can do in this world right now is body bagging my Don for everybody. That would be fun. The only way this build is lost now, Madon, is if you enter it and screw it all up. I'll put the link out in the chat. That way, we can get on, see what's going on. I think I done my rant. It wasn't even really a rant. Like I said, I got mad respect for the build. That has nothing to do with that at all. I just felt he's right. He wants results faster than possible, and kind of smashing on the debates and all that stuff. Kind of like saying who cares or doesn't really matter type shit, but they do. Let me know if that link works, and if it doesn't work, I'll just make a quick Zoom account because it actually is the fastest and the easiest way to do it. Link error. Okay, I'm just gonna do a Zoom faster, get it done right away. So kind of irritating not having spending so much time trying to hook up a link that may or may not work when I can just do it the one that works right away once you're there. But yeah, give me 2 seconds and I'll have that link up. Now, Badon, I just want to let you know now. I got sick, so I couldn't out you on that video, but everyone knows you were wrong, and you should be calling me the Little Most High. And also, you should be showing your picture. But I'm sick, and I'm not in the mood to, enforce it at the moment. But I'm going to make a spectacular video outing you on that, and it's going to force you to do, as said, where you're supposed to be wearing a yellow hat and all that good stuff. All right, try this one, Madonna. See, that's how quick it is, and it's gonna work. I know it will work. Perfect. Bam, done. That's all it takes. That's right, Madonna. The people heard it. I played like three or four times. Matter of fact, I'm kind of upset because I was supposed to end that live stream, but I ended up going on for another hour and a half, 2 hours. And you should have been there for it because you could have been showing yourself with a yellow hat. Anybody's welcome to hit that link. Open panel, basically. Like I said, I wasn't even sure I was going on. Some things I'd heard. Like I hear everything. But luckily today, the biggest thing I wanted to talk about was, just hearing, someone that is new to, and I'm not saying he's even new to flat Earth because he's probably been knowing and talking about flat Earth longer than me, but new to this YouTube community's back chat is a new thing, and what's up, Madonna?
What's happening, man? What's poppin'? Hey, Sean, go ahead and talk. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. And I just feel like it's just that he's so new to the back chat and how fast paced it is that he expected things to be a lot quicker as a live streamer. And I'm not saying his views or subs. I'm just saying actions. Once you say something, it should be like everyone should just move to it and get that done. But it doesn't work that way. Like I said, there's thousands of content creators, and we all talk about something completely different. And everything we're saying, we still do research in and understand that some things may be left out because we didn't get enough. But the reality of it is, I mean, people who well, it was a live stream logic that I had seen from the build. And everything he was saying was cool. He was saying he was over, the constant debating about flat Earth. He wants to see more people getting stuff done, and I just felt like it was words from someone who's only been here for so long and doesn't realize that all these content creators really do, give us the plateau to research and talk about flat Earth. So like I was saying, it's not from a bad place that I was talking about it, his live stream. It's just that it's just how I feel. But I don't agree with that logic because people that are debating, they're the ones that are pushing the facts that we all have gotten, and it makes our plateau, our people that find out about flat Earth, look into it more based on those debates. If you go to a debate and a flat earther has no clue what to say, and the globe guy's just running all over him, it's just the person who was even thinking about flat Earth isn't gonna entertain it.
Yeah, that's all y'all can do is pretty much just entertain it because there's no really truth to it. You know what I mean? Only truth to flat Earth is that just the people. That's it. Other than that, the people that talk about flat Earth is real, but flat Earth itself is null and void.
No idea what you're talking about, Madonna.
I know. I had to sneak that in there. I wanted to shake somebody up today, man. I don't know who it is, but I know somebody out there in the chat. They is twisting on the floor like they having a seizure, huh?
So wait, let me get this straight. You're actually picking a fight, right? Is what you're doing right now.
Yeah, I had to, man. But now on the real though, what you wanted to talk about, bro?
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We Don both know exactly where it's gonna lead to. So we
Well,
might as well.
yeah, but I was
No,
writing exact,
okay.
man,
No,
about
I actually have a topic that I do want to discuss, and it probably will ride right in with your book. D.Marble had a live stream the other day, and his buddy is pushing for schools. I'll check that right now. Logic. If you can't just hit that link, it doesn't work. If you do, just hit the for it to go up on with the browser. It's pretty simple. Otherwise, I'll go to the email right now. Um, so his friend was pushing for to take evolution, the teaching of evolution, out of schools and teaching creation. And I almost flipped. I almost flipped out. I'm not gonna lie. Here's the problem, because what would you teach? How do you teach creation with facts? But I
how,
was,
how do you teach creation with facts?
yeah, I could look. So
See, the thing about it, Sean, there's no proof. See, we have proof of creation and the extension
okay,
of creation,
where?
but shit, we live in proof.
No, whoa.
Do you not
nope.
have
That's not
great
wait.
great granddaddy?
Yeah, that's called that's
So that shows you an extension of creation, because what's the difference between your great granddaddy to the 20th power, like 20 generations back? What's the difference between you and him?
a lot.
No, it's not.
Okay,
Maybe in the mind.
Okay, wait.
Maybe
so,
mentally.
So, would you say that the DNA is proof of what you're saying?
Nah, because I don't trust DNA. DNA is up for debate because of the people who's doing it. Because we know a lot of tribes that died off. So to me, when they say, "Oh, you part this," like, what did y'all do? Did y'all go to the burial site and extract the DNA from their bones, something, or the clothes they was wearing? Like, how did y'all get this DNA from all these tribes that died off, that was killed off? So I don't believe in the DNA thing. Now, when it comes to proving who's the daddy, I ride with it. Other than that, no.
Why is it okay for that?
Because they have a more chance of proving who the daddy is than proving like I said, a lot of these Native American tribes has died off and have intermingled. So your DNA to trace back your heritage, man, it's gonna be all over the place. It'd be like the Temptations, man. You'd be in a ball of confusion. You know what I'm saying? Ball of confusion. That's where the world is today. You feel me?
No. That nothing you said just made any sense to me.
It made all the sense. You just didn't want to spin it.
Okay, so check this out. I asked you for proof of how they would teach creation, and you went on a rant. Now I would like some proof, and you saying my great does nothing for me except for prove evolution, if anything, because
okay, see
their
evolution,
because their traits are passed down to mine, are passed down to me, and then vice versa to my child, which creation says is basically anything could be anything, and it's already been said.
See, Sean, the thing about evolution is this. See, when people talk about creation, we just stick to one thing. But when people come with evolution, you got evolution. They got 10 different things to say explain evolution. Oh well, we're not talking about we evolved like that. We just saying it evolved from this. You like, huh? Like, come on, man. Like, that's the thing about evolution.
No,
I
no,
don't think they should take it out.
Okay.
I think they should teach both and see which one hold the most weight.
Hey, and I agree with that. That's actually exactly what I think. I believe that it should be both. It should be, parents' choice. Hey,
right.
It's history time. We're going to be going over this, and this. Do you prefer your child, have a creational view of how things work, or an evolutionary? The parents pick for their children, and their children go to that class for however long the course is.
See, the thing about evolution, what's getting better? See, for something to evolve, it can't have no deficiency in it. It can't demote itself. It had to evote itself. You know what I'm saying? It can't
But see, here's the thing. when you see, that's one of those things you were just talking about where it's like something said and you ask a question and no evolution wants to answer it because they think it's ridiculous. For instance,
All right, well, let me
so
say it
like
better.
we come from monkeys. No one ever said that. Does not one. There's not a person on that believes evolution that will ever and has ever said we came from monkeys. Ever, ever,
That was
ever,
the
ever.
first. That was the first talk about evolution.
No, okay. What? Saying what, Madonna? Because I want to hear what you have to say compared to what it really is. Because that's the problem I have.
Well,
Because
I will speak.
when a
Hold on,
creationist
give me.
tells
Just
you,
speak
no, hang
one
on,
second. I gotta
hang
do
on,
something real quick.
yeah,
Hold on,
yeah,
I'll be like 3 minutes.
all right,
Just
yeah,
go ahead and speak. I'm listening, but I
yeah.
gotta do something real quick.
Your Jerry curl's falling, huh? I knew it. Anyway, well, okay. So what happens is everyone. I don't mind believing in creationism is fine. That's okay. I don't care realistically because either way, we're just all just what we believe. Hey, Logic, yeah, I emailed you the link. I did it about 5 minutes ago. Um, so what happens is, and if that doesn't work, I'll put the link in the chat again. So when you're thinking evolution versus creationism, stop thinking that evolution has anything to do with the beginning. I get it. That is something called what is it? Like like abagenesis. It's something different. I haven't even had time to research it, only a little bit, so I wouldn't even speak on the beginning, um, biologically. But evolution wise, I don't even understand why people fight evolution. It's not talking about the beginning. I don't think that there's a creator. I think that's far more. That's so far fetched. It's ridiculous. All right, I'll put my email in the chat right now. And that's the thing. I'm sorry. I cannot budge. I need facts. I've been asking for these creation facts forever, and I haven't got one. I've got explanations. I've gotten Madon's books, and the reality of it is, well, Logic. I'm not using the Hangouts because I'm using Zoom because I can't figure out the Hangouts. I suck. When I try to window capture, it doesn't window capture any of my Hangouts, but it window captures all the Zoom. So these are Zoom links. Yeah, but
Sean, you still there? Okay, all right, all right. Back to what I was saying. I just had no. I didn't. I don't have a Jerry Curl, brother. That was smooth. Though. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I was having my daughter do something. But check this out. This is the thing about it. Most time when people say evolution, see, evolutionists need to set the record straight because they the one who showed the chart where they had the little monkey evolved into the man and shit. You know what I mean? That was evolution when I was in school. That's what they taught. And I was like, I believe in the Most High, so I don't ride with that. So I had problems with teachers going to school because anybody that said believe in the Most High, you can't believe man came from monkey at the same time because man was created in the Most High's image. You see what I'm saying? So that's a contradiction right there. So anybody say they believe in evolution and man came from monkey, they don't believe in the Most High. So
but we didn't come
the
from
proof
monkeys.
huh?
But we didn't come from monkeys.
No, I'm speaking in terms of those who say we do, and then they turn around and say, "Well, I believe in God and the Bible." I hear that all the time. So what I'm saying
Well,
is,
that's that new generation. And that's something else I've never even heard of. People like it's. I'm sorry. It's weird for me to hear people say uh, they don't believe in the Bible, but they believe in a spirit. Like it's odd. I've never heard it before until I got here. At the same time, if that's the case, like what are your beliefs and how do they work? And then at the second time, still, I need facts. It's all a belief. I know it's flat Earth. I don't need. I
what?
honestly don't need to argue that part. But if you want
Oh
to,
God,
we're talking evolution and creation. I Evolution has facts, and evolution isn't something you need to be arguing. Evolution is just something that's going on.
Well, like I said, it depends on how you phrasing your term evolution, which I can agree with you on certain to a certain extent, meaning evolving far as like with
Eh,
technology,
Hang on, hang,
medicine,
hang on, Madon.
things like that.
Hang on, Madon. And Logic,
Go ahead.
I think you have to pick the computer audio, and then you'll be able to get your microphone and all that stuff. But go ahead, Madon.
But yeah, but like I said, man, when it comes to evolution of medicine and technology and farm equipment and cars and stuff like that, yeah, people can classify that as evolution. But most people know when most people say evolution, first thing come to mind is that we evolved from fish, develop feet, and start to walk up on the beach like cannabis used to have in his rhymes. But I don't believe in that, man. You know what I mean? The Most High got flavor. You know what I mean? That's why He created the different species of monkeys. You got different cats out here. Look how many species of cats it is, and dogs, and bears, and tigers. You know, the
Okay,
Most High got flavor,
okay,
and that's
but
what that is. Evolution can't do that.
yes, evolution absolutely does that. And that's what I was just gonna get
No,
to.
it does not.
Because if it was creation, then a tiger and a kitten should have nothing to do with each other. Nothing at all.
Because, like I said, the Most High got flavor. So when He created the big cats, He created small cats. All that just an extension of creation.
But
You use
okay,
the same,
but then why
huh?
did? But then why would he have made certain things in the genome exactly the same for us to know that they were in the same family?
Well, that's how He did it, man. Because Most High, just like Adam, right? Adam, see the thing with Adam when you read the Bible, Adam named all the animals. So when I see that and I read that, I had a vision of how the Most High had him wherever he had it, and all the animals that the Most High created came up to him and he named them. You know what I mean? He named each and every animal. That's how these animals got names. You know what I'm saying? They didn't just pop up out of nowhere. Somebody named it in the beginning. So no matter what culture or what island or continent you live on, like we might say elephant, but somewhere else they might say uh, um, I don't know, or large, I don't know what they might call it in a different language, but it's still the same thing. You see what I'm saying? So to me, all that is just an extension of creation. You know what I mean? The Most High planned it. But if you want to call that evolution, I don't see how. That's not the evolution. That's not evolving because you see, we don't see a new species of cats
Yeah, we
coming
do.
from out of nowhere.
Absolutely, we do.
Where? Where?
We made them laggers.
That's different. That's
Why?
different. Sean.
Why?
Because if you taking that's called gene slicing.
Yeah.
That's
And
and
if I
I'm saying
remember,
naturally.
if
I'm
I
talking about
remember,
naturally. I'm talking about
okay, but if
say
I
me you
remember,
say me you
if I remember
me
correctly,
you
Madon, you said, and I quote, God gene spliced back in the day.
right, but that's the Most High. I'm talking about that's the difference. I'm talking about modern man, how they create these blue pit bulls and all these little dogs that you can put in your damn wallet, damn near. You know what I'm saying? A dog, it's crazy, man. A dog can fit in a goddamn spoon nowadays. You know what I'm saying? This shit
Okay.
is wild.
But that's at the
But-
same time. So let's go back then. So
Okay.
from what we've done with the genetic genome and everything, we know that most of our dogs come from wolves. I have a husky, and so when you look at that on the genetic chart, huskies are a lot closer to that genetic line of wolves than they would be, say, a Chihuahua. Right?
That's true. See, that's true. See, that's how the Most High works. So to me, what the Most High did.
No, see,
Go
just
ahead.
saying that the Most High, that's how he works, makes zero sense at all.
No, it make all the sense, Sean. It's just
Zero.
like with human beings. The Most High, to me, the Most High took one. He created one human being and made all the races out of one from one.
So then
He
what
used
you're
that
saying?
one pattern.
Okay, so then what
One
you're saying?
pattern. He
Okay.
made one pattern, just like
Then
when
why
the
are we all,
Wright brothers
then
came
why are
out.
we
Just like
different?
when the Wright, huh?
Then why are we different?
Because that's the Most High flavor. The Most
But
High
you
just ain't some simpleton.
just
It's
said.
just like, can you imagine? Can you imagine going to
Start
school?
over, Madon. Start over, because
Oh
you
my
just
God.
said
Okay. Go.
you did just say that we started from one mold. Did you say that?
Right. He used one. What I'm saying, he used one pattern, one mold, and from that one mold, however he did it to make the variety, he did it because you see that, like, all right, when you got, like, all right, just say a panther. Just take for example, just say I don't know which was first. I don't know which cat he created first, but let's just say the lion was first.
Well, I'd like
So
to say like a saber-toothed tiger, but continue.
okay, we'll say for the sake of argument, let's just say the lion came first, right? So to me, what the Most High did, whatever pattern or whatever program of he put inside of that, he used that program, and then to me, he added some or took some away to create what we call a panther or a lynx or a jaguar or cougar.
Because
You see what I'm saying?
wouldn't that mean that
So
all the cats then would be around at the exact same time? Like tigers,
yeah,
panthers, they should all be the exact same age. Not individually, but I'm saying.
right. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah.
One sec. Hey, Logic, you're here. You just have to pick the audio for it. It's just pick computer audio, and then you should have a microphone because you're here. I see you. There you go. You should work now. Logic, you there? I think I hear you. Logic, you there? Logic. Oh, there you go. I see your picture. But you gotta pick whatever the audio setting is, because right now I don't see a microphone. So I see your video is working, but it has no microphone. I have no idea. All I know is every time I've gone on one, you have to pick the computer audio, and then it should let you right in.
Yeah, he definitely had got to do that. That's what I had to do. Um, and sometimes you had to back out because you might chose the wrong one. Because the first time I did it, it didn't work. But I backed out and choose the next kind of audio, and then it let me it worked right.
So you may have to back out and then again.
Yeah, I had to back out, and then because when you like when you sent me that thing, I had to download the app, and it like you said, when you go into it, it asks you it pop up two audio options, and I forgot which one I choose. The first time I did it, it didn't work right, but when I backed out, it came back
Wait.
in.
There we go. There
Oh,
we go. Yep, I can hear you. What's up, man? How you doing?
Wait. Let me mute Madonna. And all right, there you go. All right, now Madonna retarded, man. You just gotta hit the button that says share your audio or some shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Madonna, you still smoking that wacky tobacco?
Talking to himself now.
Oh yeah. Good.
How you been, man?
Oh man. Trying to move, man. Trying to do different things, though. You know what I'm saying? I see you got your channel back.
Yes, I did. I think it's probably this is like the third stream, maybe. Yeah, but definitely got it back. And then over the week got sick, so now I'm like battling the flu right now.
Look at that. Perfect time. Got to go live on this motherfucker.
Yeah, so they finally let my channel go. Now I got to yell and scream and do everything I wanted on the original channel.
Hey, see you. Hold on 1 minute. Yeah. That's good though, man. Yeah, I'm glad you got your channel back, man. The porn bomber took you down. Hey, but I wanted to say something about what that brother the Bill was saying.
Yeah.
Cause I looked at that video, man, and I gotta agree with him. You know what I'm saying? It's like these debates, it really don't. I mean, right now we've been seeing these debates for a long time, and what are these debates doing for us? Nothing. I mean, in my opinion.
Well, what I see.
Well, I disagree.
Well,
well, can we have a conversation before you disagree, Madonna?
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah,
can I tell you why?
No, but hang on. What I see is the complete opposite. I see what I would call, and I may be calling it wrong, but a flood of conscious community, conscious community people that are coming around flat Earth now, and I think Bro Sanchez's debates over on that side are exactly what brought him over here. Not the discussion, not the hey, I have you hear about that conspiracy. I think it was the debates and Bro Sanchez making them, their idea of what it was look so ridiculous that they believe in flat Earth now.
No, 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 no. See, let's
Right,
look at it
that's
like
right, Lonnie. No.
okay. Let's look at it like this. All right. You remember a long time ago when you came to my channel and you was coming through. You was coming through like, nah, Logic, yeah. You going crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was like this, and I just said to you, Sean, just have a conversation, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to debate. So, do you realize I can pull up a video of the point I made to you, and now you're taking that same point that we had that discussion with you using now.
What do you mean?
Damn, I'm on the wrong computer, and I don't want to download this shit on this computer.
Well, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just trying to.
What I'm saying is that a lot of times what we don't realize the power of a conversation. See, when you go to a debate, the way.
To express your point, get your.
No. A debate format, you go to a debate to what? To win.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So now, who's that? Madonna?
Madonna, yeah.
Yeah, you don't go to a debate.
All right, bro. Can we have a conversation, bro? See, now you want to debate. That's why you're not letting me and Sean have this conversation. It's not I'm just saying, when you go to a debate, you go to a debate to win the debate.
Yeah.
If you go to have a conversation, you go to have a conversation to come to a solution.
Yeah.
So now what I'm saying in the scheme of things is what we're looking at is this debate, that's a House of Conscience format. No matter what people say, that's every time we see this chaos, name me one positive debate that somebody had, either on the conscious community side or the flat earth side.
True. It usually never an even game. It's never.
I think all of them are.
But at the same time, it gets more truth. I think it gets more of our flat Earth truth out than they were getting before. And it's all we'll just use like Dreads or Bro Sanchez for just for say speak. They're gonna use their best knowledge of flat Earth, not just the little things, but like the best knowledge they have of flat Earth is what they're using, and that's the stuff that people are hearing to come to flat Earth.
But see, the same thing can be accomplished in just a conversation.
But when is the conscious community and flat Earth coming together for conversation?
And that's the problem. And that's what we get to. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It only takes a conversation. You know what I'm saying? And then when you come into a debate, and then now when you think of debate, everybody think of debates, they think of the House of Country format. You know what? Hey, this squad going to beat this squad going to win, this squad going to win, and we never get to a conversation. So that's why it never becomes a solution. That's why we have the same ongoing situation. And my whole thing about the concept of this is like, you know what? People say flat earth is a fact, correct? And then, is that true?
Correct.
As far as I'm concerned.
Well, but see, now it's your theory, because flat Earth is a theory. See, this is the baseline of it.
Okay.
And a lot of times they don't like me to say this, but I'm gonna just say it because it's being real. The flat Earth is a theory.
Yes.
And it's based on general principles. You know what I'm saying? No curve, no spin. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is based on general principles that you know to be true. It's facts that explain the theory of flat Earth. You know what I'm saying? The flat Earth is the explanation of, you know what I'm saying, how the Earth is. Now, the globe is not a theory, because name me one general principle that they have that you experience every day, life on ground. Name me one principle of a globe Earth.
I can't think of any that makes
Day and night.
That makes
Day
sense.
and night.
No, 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 no,
No?
no, 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 no. No, madam. Just let two grown men have a conversation real fast, bro.
Because if it was,
This guy.
first of all, if it was day and night, it's not something. It doesn't show you that we're on a ball, because even if you did, you would see more sun, or there's just be more variables to it that would make more sense. All you see is we're arguing back and forth on what we see the sun do, but the reality of it is it only does one thing. It goes further away, and that's all there is to it. I mean,
Well,
can't.
before you came to flat Earth,
Well,
day and night was
hold on,
with the rotation of the Earth.
Madonna. I didn't come up here for a debate. I came up here to conversate with Sean. So if you can allow me that, I'll fall back, and then I'll let you go ahead and you go back into your debate.
Yeah, because I just want to address a couple of things you said, but y'all go ahead.
Okay, thank you, brother, for understanding that conversation mode. You know what I'm saying? You need to get a sign up there, Sean, and put conversation and just have it blinking, and then switch to debate mode and have it blinking. You know what I'm saying? Because you see with the debate type of mentality, it's not to conversate, come to a resolution. It's to prove a point. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And most of the time, it's to prove my point.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to get to is I'm just laying it out to the fact that, you know what, is with me. I looked at the Bill video, like the first 20 minutes of it, and I 100% agree with him, because it's come in a debate format. It always ends ugly. Both sides blame each other, but you know what? It will win ugly, because guess what? If Mayweather come to win and Conor McGregor come to win, guess what they gonna do? It's gonna get bloody. It's gonna get ugly. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do whatever I have to do, and I see both sides use nasty tactics.
Yep, definitely. But see, the problem I have is what happens is I'm used to being able to have conversation. I mean, we've had many of them when it comes to what we believe on flat Earth, and they're not debates; they're discussions.
Exactly.
And I definitely get heated in a lot of them, but at the same time, it's not. I still know I'm not there to debate anything. The problem I see is there's a lot of them that don't want to have that conversation. I just got into it. I don't even know how to say his name, so I refuse to say it again. But you can have 100 facts and knowledge that people want to hear, but when you come out and you say a lie or something that isn't true, and I say something about it, treat it like it can be a discussion. But this person decided he wanted to treat it like it needed to be a debate, and then for some odd reason decided, never mind, I don't want to do this anymore.
And see, it makes sense, man. I'm telling you, it's like if you really understand that it's no general principles associated ever experience any concept of spin. I'm not talking about what they say that this is it, this is the picture or whatever. I'm talking about natural experiences. All our natural experiences, all the general principles that we experience every day relates to flat. We walk on a flat plane, we see a flat plane, that's all we see. We don't experience no spin. Everything, all the general principles line up with flat Earth. It's no general principles that line up with a globe besides what you're taught. So with that being said, you can never debate flat Earth from a globe perspective. You can only have conversations. When you debate, you got to debate and you got to bring facts. If I come in here and I'm trying to debate you on, you know what I'm saying, building a house, and then you got your blueprints, you know what I'm saying, you got your schematics, you know what I'm saying, you got your toolkit, and I just come with absolutely nothing, I have no foundation, then how can I debate you on building a house? It's not possible. We can have a conversation, and in that conversation, you can sit here and say, well, brother, you don't got nothing, so let me give you something. You know what I'm saying? You can come to a solution. But see, it never comes to a solution because of what? It's an undebatable thing. You cannot debate it. And Ann just said it. You know what? It's like, she just said it right. It's like they believe the earth is round. They believe that it's spinning 1,000 miles per hour because that's what they're told. But see, what do we know? We know that it's not. You know what I'm saying? Even look at the concept of rain. If the earth was spinning, it's raining outside right now. If the earth was spinning right now, then would it ever be rain that's coming straight down, if the earth was spinning and then the atmosphere or the sky is not connected to the earth's surface, would it ever be straight down rain? It's impossible. 1,000 miles an hour, that's something that we can actually calculate.
Yeah, and
1,000 miles an hour.
it always seems that way. Like all the things that you could go, okay, well, all right, we're spinning. Well, what do I do to test that? Oh, well, you don't need to test it. We're going 1,000. Well, I don't feel like I'm going 1,000. Oh, well, that's because of this. Oh, okay, that's because of that. Okay, but if it's this is happening, how come I don't feel that? Well, no. Gravity is so strong, it keeps everything on Earth to itself. I mean, all the millions and millions of gallons of ocean, all held down, but it's not strong enough that we can't have waves. It's not that strong that still jump. We can still fly planes and all this other stuff. It's like, okay, but
it's the basic, like I said, it's basic general principles that prove the theory of flat Earth. Because a theory is an explanation. It's our explanation based off of everything that we naturally see that tells us that we're on a flat plane.
Yep.
And then now it actually, our natural experiences debunk the concept. And I say concept because the globe is not a theory. It's nothing to prove it. It's I told you so. You have to believe me.
Yeah.
You have to believe what I give you. And see, that's why with me, I would never go out and try to debate anybody on the flat Earth. I tell them to deal with their natural self and think logically through yourself, and you'll answer your question. That's why I can never debate you on it. It'll never be a debate. And then my next thing is that what the big was saying, that, and it's something I've been saying along, and what kind of world would you live on that the shape of an object is more important than the activities on the object?
But at the same time, don't feel that we are advancing in our push to spread flat Earth. Because at the same time, what I took from it was that we're not going anywhere. Flat Earth isn't getting anywhere. Kind of the same logic you say at a conscious community argument.
Yes, I'm telling you, because I look at it. You know what? My transition to understanding my natural experiences, it was quick because I was thinking not how I was taught. I was thinking, and I said, you know what? It lines up. I am now on a flat plane in theory because everything is lighting up. I'm going by my senses. I'm going by what I see, and whatever God you believe in, the Creator gave me my senses. So now, in order for me to ignore my senses, I have to accept what you taught me. So now, with me and being flat Earth, unless it's something miraculously happen, I'm good. But my biggest thing now is like, look at the destruction that's happening on this plane. And we're knowing the destruction that's happening on this plane for the shape.
Oh well, I'm definitely someone who believes mainly it's flat. I mean, if that's all there is to it. I personally, I'll do like the weather modification and stuff. I realize there's a lot of stuff going on Earth that are so far more important than what shape it is. But I'll have to say, it was easier. I've gotten the word out more on weather modification here on Flat Earth than I did before I ever found Flat Earth. People are willing to listen.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different community than just random people that you know. Because everyone I know that has nothing to do with Flat Earth, that has a YouTube channel, or I know from YouTube, but doesn't know anything about Flat Earth, the first thing out of their mouth when you tell them anything crazy like weather modification or 9/11, they look at you like you're crazy. Like, why would the government do anything that bad? And to me, it's ridiculous.
That's because weather modification ain't real.
Yeah, well, I'm happy you said that, Hey, Logic, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to end this meeting and start a new one because it only gives me a 40-minute limit on these.
Yeah, you better upgrade.
I got
you better
like
you
I
better
said,
run. You
I
better
got
run,
I
man.
have a
You
link.
better run.
I have a link in the description where you can help me upgrade to this $14.99 a month goddamn thing, and all it does is like you have 100 people. I'm like I don't know 100 people to be in my meetings for it to be worth it to me. So if anything,
Oh,
it's about
yeah, I'm looking at it now.
yeah. What it's gonna do is it's gonna end, and I'll just start a new one and send you the links again.
Okay, bro. Yeah. All right, how do I stop this shit?
Probably just hit the X. I gotta
Oh,
start
okay.
doing.
All right, I'll see you later, bro.
Yep. Okay, so I'll go ahead and start a new one. Pretty simple to start a new one. Worst part in the world. Only time I ever really hate having to do this is when it like two separate, completely separate screens that go on here. That just a pain in the ass to get one of them off. There we go. And I'll go ahead and send that link out again. This time we'll have more time. I think I was like around the 20-minute mark when I tried to get people into it, so it wasn't gonna last that long. There we go. All right, there we go. Get the link back in the chat. Start a new one up again. Till I hear that annoying little doorbell. Like I said, I get exactly what Logic's saying, and it makes sense. But at the same time, the problem is, I guess you could say, is getting someone to have getting someone to actually have a conversation versus just a debate. I mean, for instance, Madon, he's perfect to get ready for debate because that's the only mode he's ever on. Right, Madon?
No, I don't be in debate. What it is, I be in discussion. So that's why this is like all these debates.
It sounds like you are talking from inside a pillow.
Oh, for real? What about now?
Yeah.
Maybe because I had my finger over the microphone. I didn't know that. But check it out, right? See, the thing with Logic, man, he sent all these debates, but he forget, man. You got people out there that never heard of this shit that Brother Sanchez and Dredd and a lot of people be talking about. So he don't realize a lot of people, because sometimes, you look at Sanchez, he got like 300 and some people watching. I mean, how many of those people that's new, that never heard the information? So to me, man, a lot of stuff has to be repeated time and time again, because you got to think of new people. Some people might miss something, and some people might still be on that rope, man. So it ain't just debating. It's about, like I said, he said, what's the purpose of a debate? No, it ain't just about the win. It's about laying down facts against somebody else's facts, or what they call facts, and see who's way out the most. And if they facts don't weigh out, you say, okay, we can throw that away, or well, we're gonna have to build on that some more. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when I said, actually, I hate to say it, but I actually do agree with you. That's exactly what I think the debates are for, and what they do. The only problem I have is usually when you debate and Flat Earth wins so much, why aren't more Glovers becoming Flat Earthers then?
I'm gonna tell you why. This is the problem with Flat Earth, man, and I hope every Flat Earther on the face of the globe hears this. And I mean that when I say globe. See, the thing about Flat Earth, this is what I experienced, right? Like when you get to debating, especially a Flat Earth with Flat Earth, and it's like 8-1, it's 8 Flat Earthers on the panel, and there's one globalist. You say one thing, you got 8 people coming at you at one time. So it's like a lot of the times you get cut off, you get bombarded with questions. But see, it don't bother me. So, cause you know what I'm saying, I'm a trendsetter. I live a real range, so I can deal with all the questions y'all throw at me. Cause it's to me, it's nonsense. So when the
Yeah, but
nonsense is thrown,
what
you
do
know
you
what I'm
actually,
saying, it just ricochet.
what that you hear from us, do you actually listen to? Because I was the
I hear
same.
every
Remember,
point y'all make,
Madame,
man. But the thing,
remember,
go ahead.
I thought it was a globe right with you when I first got here. You got to remember when we were on the panels, we were on panels at the same time, and I'd be
Oh
like,
yeah, I remember.
I'm
I
like,
remember.
oh damn, Madon's here. I guess all my facts are done because I can't mix them because Madon's crazy. This doesn't change. Why not all the things you have said that make you believe it's a globe haven't just vanished because we've already crushed all of them?
Well, it's only crushed in your own mind. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. I'm not the only globalist that's out there, man. I'm just the only one that got the fortitude to step up. You know what I mean? So, what I'm saying is this, man. A lot of y'all arguments is to make sense to y'all, but for a person that study this globe, man, it's like, okay, I see the point you're making, but at the same time, it don't hold no weight, and that's why the flat Earth discussion is going on and on and on and on. You know what I mean?
No, wait. The flat Earth discussion isn't going on and on and on and on. The globe discussion is going on and on. We know we're not stupid. We know it's not. But you guys keep just stumbling on your facts, things to say, or if you don't even your scientists don't know it, it's just a phenomenon. That's all it is.
Well, see, Sean, the thing about it, man, flat earthers, y'all got to get y'all some researchers that
We
that's going
do.
into space. See,
That's the thing.
the
We
people that
do
goes against it,
because if
it's
we
like
didn't
these rebel rousers.
if we didn't
Oh,
have
it's battle
research,
rage.
we wouldn't be this far into it as we are.
With the what?
I said we do have researchers because if we didn't, we wouldn't be as far into it as we are right now.
I mean, on a level as far as like high scientists, people who study the cosmos and track the stars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like flat
Uh-huh.
earthers,
Yep.
I haven't seen any, man, like that's in a
Google.
high position. I
You
just
should.
see
Hey,
freelance.
you should Google that seriously sometime when you're doing your your research and trying to develop yourself. Just Google that.
Well, you saw to your boy Kyrie Irving on Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh,
Jimmy
see, I,
Kimmel gave
I,
Jimmy Kimmel gave him a basketball that was painted like a globe, man. It was the funniest shit ever.
I'm sorry.
You know, but
I don't watch crap TV.
I didn't watch it either. I was just on YouTube. You know, I like Kyrie Irving in the Celtics, so
Wait. Does that mean like you hit
the
like when you
interview
get to
popped up
YouTube?
on YouTube, so I just happened to catch it, huh?
So when you get on YouTube, you hit trending, don't you?
No, what I do because I watch a lot of sports. So like when I be watching highlights, anything associated with Boston or Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, and all that. When I go to home on YouTube, all that's gonna be in my suggestions and stuff like that. So, but I've been liking Kyrie Irving for a while. But yeah, I was just watching LeBron James and Kevin Durant. They was in that vehicle with that lady that was talking about the problems going on in America. And the Kyrie Irving thing on Jimmy Kimmel just happened to pop up. I said, let me see what he's talking about. You know, he got destroyed with his flat Earth, man. He couldn't do nothing, man. I
Well,
wish I was Jimmy Kimmel.
some people,
I
yeah.
would have put
Well,
I would have put the basketball on flat and told Kyrie Irving, now try to dribble this. Go
see,
dribble that, brother.
the thing is not very many people get an opportunity to find out about flat Earth research. Some people, some people are just like too hard headed to open their eyes to reality, Madon.
See, that's the thing about it, Sean. Most people think flat Earth is like y'all don't deal with the reality. No,
Well, see, that's the
it's like
thing.
no
We have
matter
to
what somebody brings, no matter what
after we get
information.
through a globalist lies and bullshit that we've already uncovered, then we can get to our truth. But the problem is there's so many of you dumbasses that keep believing that this is a nice shiny ball in a nice shiny perfect spot.
Shoot it down. If flat earthers don't validate it, it's not validatable. You see what I'm saying?
Wait, it's not what?
That's just the way it is, though, Sean. Come on, brother. I mean, from my experience, that's exactly what I experienced. Oh, you dealing with NASA, so I try to bring information outside of NASA. Oh, you dealing with this. Oh, we don't accept that. So it's like, goddamn, who's setting the rule? It's like y'all were on a monopoly board and set all the rules. And you know what I'm saying?
It's I don't even know. Hang on, Madon. John
I'm
Michael.
just saying this is what I experienced from being on Dread show, Brother Sanchez show,
No,
and stuff
hang on.
like that.
Start over for like a minute ago because I was honestly not paying attention. I was dealing with something that had to do with. So Jimmy
You
Kimmel.
say you want me?
Yeah, start over.
Huh?
I didn't hear anything. I
Oh,
wasn't paying
basically what I
attention.
was saying is that it's like ever since I've been dealing with flat earthers, it don't matter where your information come from, it's not validated unless y'all validate it. You see what I'm saying? If it's not validatable through y'all, it's not. It don't hold. It's null and void. You see what I'm saying? So I try to stay away from information from NASA and just deal with independent people who's using a telescopes and stuff like that, and even that gets shot down. So what I'm saying to you is that with flat earthers,
Because
hey,
okay,
y'all control the narrative, man.
where's your hang on, Madon.
Information has to be filtered through y'all in order for it to be right and exact. You see?
But where's your research coming from then? Because
that's why I'm saying you got people. They got independent people, freelance. I mean, people who got their own home telescope. Like this one guy I listened to. I forget his name. He got his home
a
telescope
lot
on
of
his
people have
balcony.
telescopes.
Right, but this guy, he got a powerful telescope on his balcony. White dude. Like, I don't care what color it is. I'll study the information. So white guy got his like a $10,000 telescope. I don't know how much it costs, but you know he can hook all this shit up to it, and motherfucker move with the cosmos, and he can set it all up. And he's showing like Saturn, and you can see the rings around Saturn he took and all this stuff, man. So like,
okay,
when flat earthers say, "Oh, ain't no such thing as Saturn and planets don't exist,"
whoa, stop. Okay, there you go. Whoa, because I believe in Saturn. I believe in space. I already said that. How do you decide for all flat earthers?
But see, you different. See, that's my thing. That's
why
why
am I different?
That's why I say most. That's why I said most flat earthers I've done with. Now, Sean, you're an exception to the rule because I've heard you said you believe in space and the planets, but people like Dreads.
Well, I
and
didn't say planets. I just said that they're out there.
You just said you believe Saturn exists.
Yeah, but I don't know what Saturn is. I sure still don't think Saturn's a ball that has a nickel core that no one can.
Sean, you know what they say you doing? You know what that's called? That's called tiptoeing through the tulips.
Okay, but
I'm just saying.
Okay, so there you go, Tobias. You're in. Okay, so I know it's there. I see something there. Saturn is there. Jupiter is there. Now check this out. How do they know what kind of core they have if they can't even see in the middle of them?
Well, see, that's not my argument.
It doesn't need to be your argument, but I'd like to know why.
Well, I'm not arguing what's inside it. My thing is the shape of it, and can it be seen through a telescope? Like see,
so you
when
see
they say the atmosphere on these
so
planets, I don't just accept that. See, because I don't know. When they say, well, the atmosphere on Venus is this, that, and the third, I don't know that.
I have a question, Madon. They say there could be a planet in between Mars and or what is it, Venus and Sun. There's
right, I've heard that. That's because
there's enough room for it. But here's a
they're
kicker.
They're detecting.
Why can't they? Why can't they, Madon? Why can't they tell?
Well, it's because, man, a lot of things I think in space is go undetected.
No, here's the reason.
Why?
The reason why they can't tell if there is a planet between us, another planet, a third planet in between us and the sun, is because the sun is too bright for us to see. Now, my question is, if it is too bright for you to see a whole fucking planet in front of it, then how much do you really know?
Well, Sean, I could say this. Whatever's going on with that, the unseen planet, the key word in it is could. You know, could be it can go a long way. You see what I'm saying?
Do you understand why they say that, right? Because
you just explained it. You just explained because the brightness of the sun.
Okay, but if there was,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You're good now.
Okay, all right.
If there was a planet there, Madon, at one point in time, because there is enough room for there to be a planet. What that says is that the sun pulled that planet into itself. And remember, you guys have a reason for why the sun doesn't do that to the planets. So if all of a sudden you have to explain that differently, then your whole gravity on Earth sounds kind of funky. Um, Everything just sounds weird. So you guys have to just stick to one way as it goes.
Well, the reason I think they say that could be because in ancient time, I think the solar system was different. I think the solar system changed when the Messiah passed away on Earth.
Well, that's actually something you can't say.
The heavens changed.
That's a problem.
Time changed.
But
The calendar changed. We have proof of these things. The calendar changed.
we have actually
So
proof.
to me, and when you look at ancient astronomy, you can see that they was drawing different objects within the heavens.
No, Madon. See,
That,
that's what you're. That's the
that we
part.
can say no longer here.
No, what they're saying, what they're doing now is teaching that everything they saw on those walls is true without even understanding what they're seeing. You
Well, we
understand
know
that,
the
right?
reason they say it's true. The reason they say it's true because it's etched in stone, Sean. No people just want
Okay.
etching that
But here's
stuff
the
because
thing.
it was fake. Come
How-
on, man.
How do they know that's exactly what they were translating in those hieroglyphs?
Well, that's not my argument. My thing
It
is
is.
you have to.
You just said it's
Sean,
in
I
stone.
said,
You said
listen,
it's
you're
etched
not
in
listening.
stone. You said it's etched in stone.
Right.
So
No,
how
I'm
do you
not
know
talking. I'm
what
talking
they're
about
saying
for
is
the people,
true?
the people who etched it, not the people who put a piece of paper over or took a picture and drew it. I'm
Well,
saying
those are the same people
truth.
that tell you
It was
exactly
truth,
what they say.
and that's why I say they use the key word is could because,
Hey,
like I said,
hey,
like I
Madonna.
told you, I believe that the solar system was different in ancient time because
But
Okay,
see, the
but
problem-
look
I
at
got, hey, can I
certain
ask
societies.
you a quick question?
It
A
ain't.
quick question.
All right,
Quick question,
go for
Madonna.
it. All right,
All right,
go for it.
all the planets that you see through your telescope, right? Do you see them in 3D or 2D?
2D.
3D.
No, you don't,
You
Madonna.
don't.
You cannot.
How come you don't? Is it not in color? Is it not in color?
Okay, so
You
you
don't
don't
see
even
a
know what
ball.
3D is. You don't even know what 3D is, Madonna.
Madon,
All right,
pick
what
up-
is it then?
pick
Explain
up-
it to me, brother.
if you pick a
so-
What is
ball
it
up,
then? What's 3D? What is 3 dimensional?
3D.
What's 3 dimensional?
Okay, go pick up a tennis ball and put it in front of your face. That's 3D. Now
Exactly. You
draw
said
that.
it.
Now draw that tennis ball on a
So-
piece of paper.
Hey man,
That's
y'all are
2D.
hypocritical.
No, we're not. Listen, just listen, bro, because you're not listening. I asked you a simple question. I said, when you look through your telescope, or you look and see the moon, or you look and see the sun, do you see a 3D or 2D object? You said it's in color,
3D.
so it's a 3D.
No.
You
It's
do.
3D.
Okay.
So, Madon,
All right, well, we'll make an object 2D. We'll make it 2 dimensional.
No, it is two-dimensional. Because that's
No, that's not. I ask you what makes an object 2 dimensional.
2
Listen, sir.
dimensions.
Listen.
No, you gotta explain that better than that, Sean.
What?
What if somebody don't know? What if somebody listening don't know what dimensions mean? So
I think
So
you
don't try to-
don't know,
don't try to roll your boat
Well, that's the best
Look,
part.
gently down the stream and
Madon, 'cause
avoid what I'm saying.
I just explained something you can explain that in 2 minutes. Get a tennis ball. Put it in
Yes.
front. Listen. Put it
No,
in front
I'm
of.
asking you why.
Yeah,
Why?
listen.
Just
Why?
listen to him. Listen to him,
Madon,
Madon.
just listen. Put
He's
a tennis.
skipping.
Put a tennis
Oh my
ball
God.
in front of your face. When you look at that tennis ball, that is 3D. Why is it 3D? Because you see depth. You see it is a ball. You can see the curves. You can see how round it is. But if you draw that tennis ball on a piece of paper, you may see a tennis ball, but you don't see the dimensions of a tennis ball, which is why it's 2D on a piece of paper.
That's why you use it. That's why you use a Mason compass.
No,
to get them.
no, stop that. Just,
See,
no,
see,
no,
I can use a Mason
Okay,
compass and
Madon,
draw it on paper
Madon,
and create
listen,
that. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Y'all just be throwing stuff out, man.
Okay, listen what I'm saying. You guys see, I'm having a conversation with you. I'm not trying to debate you. That's why that was a simple, straightforward question. See, now, if you're looking at everything you know about the planets, the solar system, and everything, right? When you look at it, if you got a telescope, when you look at it, you looking at a 2D object, correct? You looking at it from one perspective. Now, if you're able to, you know what I'm saying, which you're not able to, they give you these 3D objects. They give you that. But see, what I'm telling you is you accept it. You accept it.
Right.
And you, oh, wait. Just let me finish, bro. I know. See, you got that debate mode. Can you switch, Sean? Can you turn the conversation mode thing on?
No, you said something, so I wanted to ask a question.
Oh, but wait, just wait. You can't ask a question until I just finish. And it's a conversation. Not a debate.
Like,
I'm not
you're
debating.
throwing out so many. You throwing out so much. Go ahead, bro. Just go ahead, man.
Well, you something else, my nigga. But I still got love for you though. But like I was saying, bro, you don't got there make a nigga forget what the fuck he was even thinking about. Look, when I'm telling you this, is that when you ask, and then I say the same thing to flat earthers, right? The flat earthers, what are your sources? If you're dealing with natural sources, then I'm with you. But if you're dealing with Google sources, then I'm questioning you. Because the same people that you say deceiving is the same people that give you them Google sources. So now if you sit here and you have a flat earth discussion, let's be honest. Well, since me and Sean been on here, we've been having a flat earth discussion based off of natural concepts. How many times have we pulled up Google? How many times we said we use anybody? We using our natural experience, and that's what makes flat earth stand. Now, this is what you'll do. You'll come in with some book. You'll say, the Most High told me. The Most High ain't spoke to your ass. Let's be honest. He didn't speak to you. So that means another nigga told you that the Most High said that. That's what I'm saying. Let's deal with ourselves. If we deal with ourselves, I promise you we can get a lot of answers. No Most High, no Bibles, none of that. Let's talk.
Okay.
Let's talk. Let's us talk.
All right. Let's deal with self. So, what is self? First of all, since you want to use that, so we can get clarity. What is self?
Self is me.
What is
Self
me?
is man. Self is man.
So let me ask you this: do you have a spirit?
Oh my God. Look,
No, brother.
man.
We talking about self. You said let's deal with self. So let's deal with self.
You know what? I got a conscience.
Okay, you got a conscience. Where is it at?
Where my conscience at?
Right.
In my mind.
And where is your mind?
In my brain.
Okay. Oh my God, this guy here, man. This guy here.
But you didn't get the answers you wanted.
This guy here. He is running, bro. You is running.
I said you asked me and I answered.
Yeah, those were answers to your questions.
What do you want me to say?
No. See, logic. He's a smart guy. He knows what I'm talking about.
Wait.
Okay, since you want to be listen.
You had your let's take this back. You said, do I have a spirit? And I said, I have a conscience. You said, where's your conscience located at? And I said, in my mind. And you said, where my mind located at? And I said, in my brain. Now, what does your conscience look like? What do my conscience look like?
Right.
What do the inside of your goddamn chest look like?
Oh God, logic. Well, let me get to the point, man, because brother, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you out, brother.
What do the inside of your chest look like?
Flesh. Flesh, man, flesh.
I'm asking you, what do the inside of your chest look like? You see how stupid that is?
No, listen to what I'm saying, brother. You got a spirit. It's a spirit in your body. No, so when you leave it, listen. When you pass away, right? When you pass away, why does a person pass away? Why does a person die? What is it? I don't care if it's a disease or nothing. That spirit left that body. I don't care how you put it.
A person passed away because
whether they died from a disease, a gunshot wound, fell off the side of the flat earth, whatever.
You asked me a question, right? You asked me a question. Okay, so now, why do a bee die? Why do a lion die?
Because a lion has a spirit.
No. Okay, so that means there's all kind of spirits flying over this motherfucker. Ant spirits, goddamn, for every ant that ever lived, it's a spirit flying around this motherfucker, right?
There's a spirit inside, yeah. Yep.
Nah, bro. Come on. See, now, your whole concept of this spirit shit.
You know what spirit is, right? Okay. Let me break down what spirit is. This is what spirit is. In case a lot of people don't know. Spirit is what we call organized intelligence. So with organized intelligence, that's what's inside of you, brother. That's what's inside of me. Organized intelligence inside that ant, inside that bee, inside that lion, which is spirit.
Prove it. How do you know? How do
I
you
know.
Did you see
I
a
know.
spirit? Did you see a spirit leave a nigga ass before?
I've seen a spirit leave a body before. Yeah.
Okay. See now this conversation just went from being a conversation to some
You can't deal
bullshit.
with that.
You ain't see no spirit leave no body, nigga. Come on.
Yes, I did, brother.
Okay. All right.
That's a fact.
All right, man.
I only saw it once, but that's a fact.
All right. Yeah, you know what? That was your mind telling you.
My mind, really?
Was you smoking or drinking that day?
Nah, man. What it was, the little girl down the street, right? I had just got off work. So I heard the ambulance. I saw the ambulance coming in when I was coming from work. I parked my car, went in the crib. This was like in 2007 or 8 or something. Went in the crib, talked to my mother, came back outside because I wanted to see where the ambulance went. So it went down around the corner to the girl's crib, right? So I go to the edge of my carport. I was in Alabama at the time. I go to the edge of my carport. The ambulance leave, right? And it's going down the street. So something just told me to look up. I look up, right? And I see this ray of light or energy ascending into the sky. And I said, oh my God, Titi passed away. That was her spirit. So when the news got back, she passed away.
Can you back up though? You saw what?
It was like a ray of light, man, ascending into the sky. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy looking. But this is what I saw, right? So I was like, oh shit, what was that? I said, did she pass away? So when the news got back, they said she passed away the same time I saw that. You see what I'm saying? So that would validate me to seeing a spirit, just to explain it like that. Whether you want to accept it, believe it or not, that's cool with me.
Okay, so I got to ask you a question then, right? So the Most High created all of us equal in your eyes, correct?
The Most High created what?
I said the Most High created everybody equal, correct?
Equal?
Yeah, equal. Like everybody, he created man. So like I'm a man and you're a man, right? So we're equal. He created us equal, right? He didn't give you no special superpower that he didn't give me, correct? Or did he?
To an extent, yes.
So wait, no, it's no to an extent. So did he create us equal?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
So
I don't think so. I don't think he did.
Okay, so you say so he created me.
Right.
He created an alternate version of you with special superpowers, right? That's what you said.
Now, let me explain what I mean by equal, because that'll give less confusion.
Is anything different from me to you?
Yes.
From the eyes of the Creator, from how He created us, how He designed us. Okay.
Yes. Inside the mind. See, and what I mean by that, we both got fingers, hands, head, eyes, mouth, all that. But what I'm saying is this: the Most High, He gives He bless certain people with different abilities that you might not possess, or I might not possess. Like He probably blessed you. He probably blessed you with a more stern spirit to stay focused on something that I might just take lightly. You see what I'm saying?
So now I'm gonna ask you
that's what I mean, and that's why you got brilliant scientists out here, because they was blessed. The Most High blessed them with that mind, or these what we call it geniuses. You see what I'm saying? It's not by accident.
You got brilliant scientists out here because they experience in life created them to be what they are.
So man, some of these people been smart since they was 2 years old, man.
I'm telling you.
How do you explain that?
Okay, watch this. So check this out. Your experiences.
Well, why would God create someone to be? Why would God create people smarter than the other?
Well, you might have to ask him that, man. Because his ways is not our ways.
Okay,
so I can't answer that question.
Call him. I want to talk to you. I got a lot of shit. Call him. I got a lot of shit to ask him.
Hey, man.
You see, you can't call him. You can't talk to him. But see, you do so much speaking for him.
Brother, I just told you his ways is not our ways. But what I am telling you is this.
Who told you this? Did he tell
you can see it.
No,
you experience it.
I can't see
shit. You experience it? Well, why? Hey, check this out, right? You're in the military, right?
Yep, you like using that shit. Yes, I am, Madonna. Everybody knows.
Oh man, Logic, man. Hey, you a cool brother, bro, but you can be cracking me up.
You crack me the fuck up.
But what I'm saying is this, Logic. The Most High bless who with people with different gifts, whoever He want. He's the creator. They're just like that coffee cup you sit. If you created that coffee cup you got in your hand, right? How can that coffee cup look at you and say, "Hey, man, why you make the handle on me like this? What's wrong with you?"
Wait, so are
You
you
see
up?
what I'm saying?
Are you upset?
So
Oh,
you can't. You see the point?
you gonna compare the relationship with your creator and us to me and a coffee cup?
No, what I'm showing you is this logic. I'm just using basic logic.
No, because
Well,
Just say you created. Just say,
that
hey, just say for sake of argument. Just say you created that coffee cup, right?
man,
Do
hey,
that coffee cup. Do that coffee cup. Do that. Do that. Do
Hey,
that coffee cup had a right to question you why you made the handle the way you made it?
do one thing. Cut on your
So,
camera. Let me at
so,
least see who I'm
so,
talking to for
so
once.
what I'm telling you is this logic. What I'm telling you, let's just stick to this, man. Let's stick to the topic. What I'm telling you is this.
even though you're supposed to be showing
According
yourself.
to the scriptures, man, our ways is not the most high way. The most high way. That makes the most sense, man. Like I said, Logic, if you created that coffee cup, do that cup had a right to look back at you and say, "Hey, Logic, why the hell you make the handle like this?"
Because the coffee you trying to compare a human.
No, I'm showing you because this when you read the scriptures, right? It tells you how can the
you
Okay.
remember,
brother.
but well, I'm just saying. You remember at the media conversation we had, right? Initially, when I came up here, we was talking. Me and Sean was talking. I said, let's talk about natural experiences, natural occurrence that everybody can understand, and let's not talk about these unknown sources.
That is natural.
No, it
That's
ain't.
the most natural it can be.
No, you talking about a person from a book. Everything you get is from a book, and that book got the book that was written by somebody pen, and that pen it displayed his opinion, and now you're taking that opinion and you regurgitate it, and you trying to prove logical facts, which you have none, to me based off a nigga pen. I
But
don't
see,
want that.
that's just in your opinion. You know
That's
what I mean?
not my
These
opinion.
facts are out here, man.
I'm not writing nothing down. What I'm
But
telling
see,
I'm
you
talking
know what's
about.
wrong, Logic? I'm gonna tell you what's wrong, brother. You got eyes to see and cannot see, and got ears to hear but cannot hear.
Did that come from the Bible? That sounds like a Bible scripture. Did that come from the
Hey,
Bible?
that's the word, brother.
I want to hear what Madonna thinks.
That is what's going on. That's me, man. Hey, 100.
No. I want to hear
100.
what you think and not what that book thinks. See, so long I've been listening to you, and I
What I
haven't.
want to think. What I think about what?
Listen what I'm saying.
What I think about what?
Since I known you, Madonna, I've been listening to you and haven't heard you yet. Now, listen what I'm saying. I've been listening to you, but I still to this day haven't heard you because you always talk through a book. You let a book speak for you. So I can listen to the shit you say, but I haven't heard not one thing Madonna had to say. What do Madonna got to say about these situations? Madonna, not that book.
And that's what it is.
Okay. See, you still.
All right, that's just like me asking you. I can say the same thing. I can say Logic. Won't you come at me without being Logic? Come at me as Tobias. You see what I'm saying? Because everything that you learned is from learned behavior. Even your way of thinking today, brother. So even though it would hey, but see,
watch this. So,
because I can say you speaking militarily.
You're lying. You're lying.
No, I'm not. That's a fact.
Okay, no, listen. Okay, you said I'm speaking from learned behavior, right?
Right.
I was raised up to be a Christian. That was what I was
learned behavior.
Listen.
I don't care what it is.
But
if you got a change of thought or whatever, it's still learned behavior, and it's implanted within your consciousness.
Listen, bro. Listen, bro. You're not listening. It's not learned behavior because everything that I'm taught, anytime anybody try to teach me anything, no matter who it is, if I go on Brother Sanchez channel, I go on Dread channel, no, any channel I go on. If you got a valid point and you coming from a natural aspect, eyes and ears open, and I hear you. But if you coming from a source, I'm listening to you, and that's what I'm telling you. You come from a source. I listen to you, but I haven't yet heard you. Do that make any kind of sense?
Logic, brother. I'm
Oh
just gonna
man.
say this to you, homie.
Hey, what you cooking out there? You got some garlic shrimp? Oh, okay, yeah. Because but done this shit. See, you don't even understand that basic concept.
Listen,
I
brother.
want to hear you. Let me hear
Listen,
what
we got
done.
the thing about it, Logic. This is me, all the way. You see, because that's my foundation. And the thing about it, brother, I will never shake my foundation, man. You see what I'm saying? My foundation is the scriptures. So through that is how I develop to who I am and the way I speak. You see what I'm saying? It's not by accident. It's just what it is, G.
Okay.
You see
And
what I'm saying?
that's
So
called
even because see the thing about it, if you noticed the way I come with the scriptures, it's not like the common church folk. So you know what I mean? But see the scriptures make the most sense. I go with what make the most sense.
No, all right. Well, this ain't going nowhere. This ain't going
Right.
nowhere.
Put Sean back on, man, because
Put
we're
Sean-
gonna always be at odds with this, which is cool because you, like I said earlier, the Most High, whatever blessing He gave you, and whatever blessing He gave me. So,
Yeah. But apparently,
we're gonna, so we're gonna, hey, we may not see eye to eye, and that's cool, brother.
But here's the thing, Madon. You realize
What's up,
that you wanted me to come back on, but I disagree with everything you say more than anybody.
I want to. That's why you Sean G.
Dude, you
That's
guys,
why
you guys have that like that spiritual thing going together. You know, you guys just work with that. But I don't believe in it at all. And everything you said to me,
I don't believe it either. I was just
that's why Sean called himself Sean G. This G stand for just going around in circles. That's what the G stands for.
The G stand for general, goddamn.
That's right.
Goddamn motherfucking frontline soldier, bitch.
What, General Mills, box of Apple Jacks?
Madon, see, here's the fact. You still haven't answered my question from the last stream when I asked you, when was the Bible, when did God's word start being spread? Because anything before it, remember, was either what? They all went to hell and they had no choice.
That showed me, Sean, by saying that you don't know the book. I told you. I told, hey, bro.
I do know one thing. Hang on, Madon.
Sean,
but I do know one thing. I asked you a question. I said, when was God's word start to be spread? Because remember, there has to be a point.
Since the beginning.
Since the beginning of what? So you're like, I called him caveman, and Madon for some reason got offended. But
no, I didn't get offended. I just told you ain't no such thing as caveman.
Okay, yeah,
I just told you
because caves are
who's living in the earth.
Hey, Sean, I got one question, Sean. Totally off topic though. How much does Zoom cost a month?
I think it's $14.99.
A month?
Yep.
Man, I don't do that many live streams.
Yeah, that's what that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know, I don't use it that often.
What's your question about Zoom?
Yeah, it looked kind of hot though. You know what I'm saying? It looked kind of hot.
It's definitely better for against getting hacked. For instance, like when you came into here, I had to let you into the room, so you're in what they call a waiting room, and it's perfect. I like it. It's almost hack proof. Almost. I haven't figured anything out, but it's definitely better than the Hangouts. The only problem I have is that $14.99 a month. It's, to me, I don't use it enough, and my Hangouts aren't big enough. I think if you had 8 or 9 people every live stream on it, it makes sense.
Yeah, I see it said 3 to 50 people.
Yeah, I mean you can get 50 people on here, and you can stream for as long as you want once you start doing that. But for me also, I think the 40 minutes actually helps because it keeping track of time, and it also doesn't mean one topic or conversation is gonna last for 4.5 hours. I think that can get listening to Madon talk for 3.5 hours can get mind numbing.
Yeah, I feel you. You know what though? I'm gonna do this, bro.
Well, what happens is it gives you inspiration and motivation.
To do what, Madon? Because, like I said, you don't answer questions.
Just to think, man. That's it. That's all I'm on here for. Just to think, wrong or right. That's it. You see what I'm saying? I don't take it that serious. It's like
we're
building and we're putting this out in the atmosphere. What you say, brother?
I'm about to get out there though. But Sean, I just paid for your first month, bro. I just sent you $20 on your PayPal.
Oh, man, shit. Good looking out, man. Good looking out.
Yeah. Y'all people, man, y'all donate goddamn Sean PayPal so he can keep up this fucking goddamn Now, nigga, next time I come up in here and you keep cutting out this bitch, nigga, I'm finna be mad as fuck. Nigga.
No, I'm
I
getting
don't
it.
run
I'm
it back.
definitely, like I said, anything I do get, I get it to make to improve here. And if that's the case,
Yeah.
then we don't have to keep doing this 40-minute time slip. And man, I appreciate that more than anything, Logic. You
No,
have
no,
no
no,
idea,
no,
man.
man. Because I think that's a good solution, man, that you got moving forward. Because a lot of problems that we got with these what they call them, the porn bombers and stuff like that. Right now, you just figured out a solution for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So you know what? And if we got one person that can support the channel, man, just a month, you know what I'm saying? I come through periodically, man. And I still hit you up, man. But nigga, your ass better goddamn have that shit, nigga. I want to see that shit go for nigga. You better have 30 niggas up in this bitch, bro.
Real shit,
But
real
yeah,
shit.
keep doing your thing, bro.
I appreciate it.
See, it got remaining 10 minutes, nigga. You better upgrade now, nigga.
That's right. Hey, that's actually exactly what I'm doing right now.
All right, man. Be easy, man.
All
Hey,
right.
but Don, I ain't saying fuck you, but fuck you over here.
Hey, Logic. Hey, man. See, that's. I told you, man. That military got you like that, man. But it's cool, man. Big brother, hey, I told you that learned behavior is something serious, G.
But
You feel me?
can you
What's
cut
happening?
can you cut your camera for one time, bro, so we can understand who we dealing
Nah,
with?
because you one of the military guys, man. Next thing I know, I be on some meme. They had me up here like LeBron James, but got my head
Wow.
driving around in a convertible over the globe Earth or some shit. You feel me?
So, but
Cause
see,
flat Earth is something serious, man. They done did it before. You see? So you know what I'm saying? So hey,
Wow.
man, you know what?
today's show, today's show, more maturity.
Why don't you do
You
this, Madonna? Why
know what
don't
I
you do
mean?
this?
Until then,
Madonna, why don't you do this?
we'll see what's popping for the future.
Madonna, why don't you do this, bro? Why don't you donate to goddamn Sean G PayPal so he can goddamn keep these streams up? Cause your ass, goddamn, you gonna have to rent a seat. Cause you be up here so much. Nigga, you need to pay your goddamn pay your booth fee. Goddamn everybody in the room, man. Let's get this shit out, man. Cause Sean G got a good thing going on over here with this new platform, man. Y'all donate to this, man. So goddamn he can keep this shit up. He don't got it going down. We get these conversations and we need to support each other. That's the only way. And
Definitely appreciate it.
hashtag fuck my done. All right, Sean, I'm out here, bro.
He said something real, and then he gonna end like that. You know what I mean? But nah, man.
I had to take a
No,
shot.
I know, brother. Hey, it's all good, man. I love it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you smiling and your spirit good, you good with me, man. That's what it's about, man. To keep
I'm smiling and it's a rainy day.
lift our spirits up, man. Keep our spirits up, man.
Hey, be easy, Sean. Be easy. I might come through depending on how long you in here tonight.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I might come back through here.
All right. Perfect. Sounds good.
All right, bro.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, Logic, stay up, man.
All right, my done.
Put your flag on, brother. They waiting on you at Camp Dixon.
I told you I'm gonna retire by 3 months, bro. You gonna see?
Oh, for real?
Nah,
man, ain't nothing wrong with the military, man. Hey, man, the military, they done helped out brothers and sisters a lot, man. A lot of people got their life established. So, hey, man, congratulations to you.
You know the beautiful thing about the military, what people don't realize, is that if you listen to some of the stuff that military people have to see, they'd been so many different places that they saw many different blueprints for success on many different levels. So I mean, y'all look at it as a military person being a coon, and that's all that shit that somebody taught you to do. But if you realize and look at a military person probably been all over this world. So now they experience so many different ways of living, so many different ways of doing things than what we're not normally used to. So a lot of times you just got to just sit and listen and let them share their experiences with you. And then, you know what I'm saying, we'll learn something different because guess what? You know what I'm saying? We so used to doing what we've been doing for so long. What our mama did, what our daddy did, and then we never look outside the spectrum of what we're taught. Military force you to look outside that spectrum because you have to live in these areas, in these neighborhoods with these people. So, you know what I'm saying? Just open your mind, Madonna. I still love you, though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, peace out.
Sean. I mean, just hey, stay up, man.
Oh, I'm gonna see your ass. You everywhere, nigga. I see you around.
Keep your heavy boots on the ground.
I'm gonna shut up because Sean got 6 minutes left on this meet.
I'm doing the upgrade right now.
Like you fresh, Sean G. 6 minutes gone.
Hey, can you make me a mod share so I can kick my done out of Can I kick this nigga out of this conversation?
I think you're.
I know, man. Y'all be blocking me, bro. Y'all, everybody gonna be blocked. Y'all, I be like,
Oh, you know what? It's crazy too, though. Is you can go in this bitch, you can tell it to hide this video.
Okay,
Oh,
there's a lot of options. You can. There's so many things. I think I was even thinking about doing a video on how many options the Doom actually has when it comes to, because it's just not only just for, it's better for presenting stuff. It has like its own little whiteboard that shares to everybody. There's a lot more options. It's crazy, a lot of options on this thing.
oh yeah, I'm saying it now, man. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for having me on, bro.
Thanks, coming on. Thanks again. Hey, thanks again for the donation, man. I definitely appreciate it.
Man. We got to take care of each other.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
All right, bro.
So, Madon, like I was saying, man.
What's up?
I even gave you the platform. I was like, you know what? I'll just listen. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna listen, and Madon's gonna show me the way. And I still got no facts, man.
Well, Sean, it ain't about me showing you the way. It's about you finding the way. You see what I'm saying? All I could do is put up my experience and what I think and what I know and what I believe is true. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say, man, the scripture is the most powerful thing I've ever read. I haven't seen nothing topped it yet. Because when you look at all these other information, it's latter. They just now decoding it. They just now trying to decipher it. But the Bible been deciphered. You see the difference?
No.
That's real. That's just so real to me. Because see, the thing about it, people say, well, you know, the Bible got a copyright. They lying. Because see, the thing about it, Gutenberg, the dude with the print press and all that, he just had a cunning idea. Here's a guy who
wait a minute. You understand?
Because wait a minute, let me explain it.
Okay, go ahead.
Because you got 6 minutes. All right, real quick. So what happened was the Bible, when you was a king, so see, I'm on point. See, the Most High got me on point. I know about the minutes.
Okay, go ahead.
Check it out. So what I'm saying is this: this guy, you know, the Bible couldn't be held by the king or somebody in high official rank. So he got a cunning idea and said, I'm gonna duplicate this book. You know what I'm saying? So he duplicated, he made bank off of it, it did all that. But he put the truth out at the same time. But the Bible, man, was on stone tablets and papyrus in the beginning, so ain't no copyright. So anybody say that, man, they just full of foolishness.
What does that have? What does
So what I'm telling you, Sean, go in this book, man. You can't go in there with everything you heard and been taught.
That's what we're telling you, Madon.
Man, I've been had that. I did that, man. Because I wasn't even in the. Look. I started off studying Egypt in the ancient world before I even got into the Bible.
Okay.
It was those ancient lands that led me back to the book.
Then I have a question for you.
Yeah. How many minutes you got? Because I know you, man. You think you slick.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
Why? Okay, Madon,
because it'll cut us off. It'll cut us off when you try to.
I want to prove to you. Look,
you try to go off on top.
Look, I'm gonna even prove to you. Look, right now, as we speak, I am upgrading this chat so that we don't have to keep cutting off and starting over. I told you.
I thought Logic said you had 6 minutes.
Any donation that I get, it's gonna go straight to doing what I do. That's all it is.
Okay. As long as we got time and it ain't gonna cut us off, go for it.
Well, even if it cuts us off, then you just shut up for a second. You can't shut up for like a second, right?
See, I look. I see your cunning ways, but go for it, brother. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Said my cunning way. Mute your mic. I want you to unmute your mic. I want to hear what you have to say. I need proof.
I will talk. Go for it.
I want proof. Give me some proof.
Proof of what?
Anything that you say, the Bible, the Most High, because that's not true, because I went outside like 20 minutes ago, and I promise you I am right now.
Well, Sean, the thing about it, you got to remember whose kingdom this is.
Mine.
No, it's not, man.
No, it is.
I'm talking about America, where you living at,
yeah,
man.
100%. Come and take what's mine. Come and take what's mine. I'll promise you.
It's not that. It's not like that, Sean. You're looking at it different, man. You think, you probably still believing in Illuminati.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
But disprove them. Disprove the Illuminati.
Shit, them ain't Illuminati. Those are just Masons, man. Ain't no Illuminati, man. I'm
Why?
the Illuminati. I'm the illuminated one, meaning truth and light. See,
I don't believe you.
that's me. I'm the Illuminati, man.
I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? That Illuminati that they talk about, those are just Masons, man. Look at it. You can see that they told every. Think about it, Sean. All the symbols they show say these Illuminati. So it go back to the Freemasons. So it ain't Illuminati. Just to call it for what they are. It's just Masons, man.
Well,
Freemasons.
I don't think they're all are Freemasons, and don't think I haven't
Yes,
acknowledged the
it
fact
is,
that you
man. Look at
completely changed the
everybody.
subject.
George Washington, all that. A lot of that came from Egypt and all that, man.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah. You understand that I'm pretty sure my knowledge of what's really going on in the government is relatively much higher, and it cut off. But it's okay because now I can focus on what I'm trying to do, and that is upgrading as we. I want to make sure it upgrades on the right account so that way I don't end up not being able to do it. But like I said, Don, you're not telling me anything I haven't heard before. Um, give me a second. I will invite you in. All I gotta do is a little upgrade, and then good to go. Pick the hardest thing. Pick the damn. My apologies. I don't even see the chat at the moment. Give me one second, guys. I would actually like to get this taken care of. That way, I open the chat and don't have to keep. Trying to back to Hey, what's up, Luke? What's up, flat out truth? Underdog. Ferrari. How you doing? Stopping by. Kind of doing figure out. Edit that one. How do you change? I'm trying to figure out how you change the. All right, here we go. Serious, Madonna, don't go anywhere. I have a lot of questions for you. Right now. There we go. And I like to promote, and I know we all hate pharmaceuticals. I'm gonna tell you right now, I love NyQuil. If it wasn't for NyQuil, I would not be on right now. I'm kind of stuck in a condition, like it or not. Last 3 days. Oh, course, gets their password. Sure. Send me a text message. My apologies again, but hey, it's an upgrade, so I'll be able to live. All right, that. More things, people. I apologize again. Second. That should work now. That worked perfectly. I'm gonna keep working on this, but you could make it so much. I have to. Or I'll keep trying while I go and check the chat. Live stream. What up, Cloud? How you doing, sir? I'm sorry, everything. Is that a little bit better for the mic? Actually, been kind of not paying attention, and I do apologize. That should be a little bit better. I think I had to turn down earlier when I was playing something. I forget what it was though. Yeah, let's see what's going on. I'm Rari. I said, "What's up, Daniel? Underdog." Is my mic a little bit better now? I kind of turned it up and got it closer to me. I was kind of having it away with my face when I was trying to figure out this Zoom thing. Again, I do appreciate it. Logic did a donation, and now I'm gonna go ahead and set up this Zoom so that way there's no more time limit on it. And I think what I'll start to do is I'll start promoting that the content creators of panels use this because it literally is hack proof. I could put the links in the chat. And then whoever does even choose it, then you go to a waiting room where I have to actually accept you into the chat. There's so many different settings, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'll do like a short little video that just talks about it all because it's definitely I think it's worth it. I think it's definitely something that should be used by most of the content creators. Even if you don't have OBS, I would use because you have to have you have to use the Hangouts when you. I would definitely get OBS. That's definitely prime choice. Plus, this Zoom is so much better than that. They're trying to figure out how to get to the upgrading area. change. I don't know. I think I need to do this. I'm not live and or trying to listen. I apologize. But for the next stream, luckily we'll have Logic. Guys, you go sub to him. He plays music. Something where just chill out, and relax, and chat. I think he does it pretty much on all the weekend days that we're gonna be up late, just cruising around YouTube, trying to figure out. Yeah, he's got a good channel. What I would consider the old timers of Flat Earth. Trying to figure out how the fuck to not making. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. Unfortunately, I cannot do both at once. Second, I am actually excited to be able to get to upgrade with this because Zoom actually does have a billion more options than Hangouts, and a lot better. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and end this and try to figure that Zoom out. Then I'll come back on tonight if I figure it out. I hopefully probably another hour if no one else goes live. Otherwise, I'll just figure it out, and then the next stream will have a good hangout, all the interruptions. And again, I think Logic Man, you have no idea how much I appreciate that donation. Like I said, any donation that I do get, it's gonna go straight to the excuse me, the live stream in some way or fashion. Right away. For instance, Logic, I guess you didn't like the fact that I had to keep doing, excuse me, you're doing the Zoom, so donated. So now I'm gonna do a month subscription with, and it's gonna be just much better hangout. Almost zero worry about trolls, and I'm gonna start promoting this Zoom because it personally to me is so much better. All right, guys. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Madan, again, thanks for stopping by, man. Like I've always said, you're always welcome here. If there was if there's a globe worth that I got to do with, I'd much rather do with you than most of the ones around. So if I come back live, please come back, and we'll have more of a discussion. Other than that, guys, thanks again. Love you. I'm go lay my butt down and enjoy some night.
I honestly think you ought to sit down calmly, take a stress pill, and think things over.